Hi everyone. Today we're gonna use GeoGebra to understand better the transformation. The transformation means rotation, translation, and reflection. So let's start with the translation. I'm gonna create first 3 points and join the 3 points to create a shape of a triangle. To do that, I click on point. Then I go to input, I open bracket, and I start to add the coordinate of x and y. So let's say point A at 1, 3. I click enter, and let's say point B at 3, 1. So open bracket, 3, 1. And point C, let's say at 6, 2. So open bracket, 6, 2. Click enter. Now after getting the 3 points, I can join the 3 points with a polygon. So I click on polygon, joint point A to B to C, and return back to A to close the polygon. Now my goal is to create a translation of, let's say, 6 units to the right and 2 units down. To create that, I need to create a vector. So I click on this icon and click on vector, and to create the vector, it's saying select starting point, then end point. So let's say this is a start point, and I need to go 6 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 units down. Now after getting the vector, I'm ready to do the translation by clicking on this icon, click on translate by vector. When I click translate by vector, it's saying select object to translate, then vector. So this is the object and this is a vector, so I click on the object, then the vector. Right away I will see the image of the original shape ABC. It becomes to A prime, B prime, C prime. Now, if I need to make sure that my work is correct or not, I can check it by asking about the value of each dot. So let's say point A, I can right click on it and saying object properties, and instead of name, I'm gonna ask for name and value. It's gonna give me 1, 3, name and value. And for point A again, name and value. For point C, name and value. For point A prime, name and value. For point B prime, name and value. And I can close this and click on C, right click, object properties, name and value. After doing all of that, I will have the coordinate of each point. Now I can start my calculation to check if my working is correct or not. To go 6 units to the right, that means I'm adding 6. To go 2 steps down, that means I'm removing 2. So let's say now to calculate 1, I'm adding 6, it's gonna give me 7. The 3, I'm removing 2, it will give me 1. Point C, I'm adding 6 to 6, it's gonna give me 12. I'm removing 2 from 2, it will give me 0. For B, I'm adding 6 to 3, it will give me 9. I'm adding negative 2 to 1, it will give me negative 1. That means all my work is correct, and now I can go for the next steps, which is how can we reflect the shape. So I'm gonna remove the vectors, and now I'm gonna maybe drag my shape to the right side a little bit. And now my goal is to reflect, let's say, the shape ABC around the y-axis. So to do that, I need to create a segment, and this segment, let's say I want to create it on the y-axis. So DE, it will be the line, or we can say the mirror. So now to reflect the shape ABC to this y-axis, I can choose the same icon, but this time I'm gonna say reflect about line, reflect about line. So if I click on reflect, it's saying select object to reflect, then line of reflection. So this is my object and this is my line. Right away I will see the A becomes A prime, B to B prime, C to C prime. If I want to check my work, you can see 1 unit far, 1 unit far, 3 unit far, 3 unit far, and here 6 unit far and 6 unit far. That means my work is correct. Now if I want to work with the rotation here, let's say I want to rotate the shape around the original point 0, 0, and let's say I want to rotate it 90 degree counterclockwise. So how to do all of that? I need to answer all the question for sure. So if I click, or if I choose the point first, I'm going to choose a point at 0, 0 by clicking on 0, 0, or by opening bracket 0, 0, it will give me right away point F. In this case, I'm ready to rotate, so I click on this icon and saying rotate around point. When I click around point, it's saying select object, then center, then enter the angle. So I have to do with the same order. I click on the object, I click on the point. Now it will ask me with which angle do you want to go. So let's say I'm going to remove 45, I'm going to type 90, and I want to keep it out counterclockwise and click on OK. Right away you will see the shape, it rotates. Let's say I'm not sure if my work is correct or not. There is a way to check. I'm going to create line segment from point F to each point, to point A, to point B, to point C, and see this line, it rotates 90 degree counterclockwise to go to A prime and B prime and C prime, yes or no. So let's check with line segment from F to A, and another one F to A prime. If this angle is a rotation of 90 degree counterclockwise, that means my work is correct. How to check that? I can go to this icon and check the angle. So let's say the angle AF A prime, I will see 90 degree, my work is perfect. That means I did a good job. Let's do it with point B. So I'm going to remove this construction line and create another one with B. So again, line segment F, B, F to B prime. Again, I'm going to check this angle by clicking on this icon angle, B, F, B prime, 90 degree. That means my work is correct. And now I need to do the last one, which with C. So line segment F with C and F with C prime. If I check this angle and give me 90 degree, that means my work is correct. So C, F, C prime, again it's 90 degree. That means the rotation is well done, and I did a good job with GeoGebra. So I hope that you understood the lesson, how we can use GeoGebra to understand better the three transformation, which is translation, reflection, and rotation. Thank you for listening.